Hello, that's us back again, showing the TV running. We're only going to concentrate on the 240 line standard today. 180 is right at the edge of the line hold control, so that's a slight change in a value required, so it's a bit further up the control. Usually find that when it's been on for a while it's drifting about, so I don't want to show you that. It's a bit disappointing. This is it showing some program material. It's on the television right now. You won't see the flicker, but what you will see probably on the video is banding. Now this banding is obviously caused by the flicker. I don't know whether it gets worse or not. It does a bit. Now there's still striations on the left hand side. Now this is basically causing a little bit of ringing somewhere in the circuitry. Whether or not it's the line transformer or whether the scan coils need a bit of damping, I'm not sure at this time. I haven't really investigated it too much. But you'll see when changes have seen, there is a bit of a persistence coming through from the tube. It's really quite bad on sports. If you're watching football or something like that, it's not nice. So really the tube's not ideal for this. As I say, it has been an experiment all along. Now this is 240 lines. Whether or not this will stay focused as I get closer is another story. I say I'm using my phone because it's actually better than if I maybe focus on something else first, it might improve it. Not sure. Nah, not really. My own camera, I'm afraid, is faulty. There's a problem with the focus on it, so it won't focus at all. So I didn't even try. But that's it, as I say, that's it, showing a 240 line picture. At about 3 feet away from it, it's not too objectionable, to be honest. The line stand, in fact, the lines, in fact, it's not really any worse than 4 or 5 would be if there was an interlace fault. It's actually reasonably good on a still, but the flicker is the biggest issue with it. Even, as I say, with this long persistence tube, it's not wonderful. Now, at the end of the day, there's still 1 or 2 small things to be done to this to make it perfect, if that can ever be achieved. To get it perfect, I need to get rid of this the striations on the left hand side. The frame stage isn't hugely happy at 25 Hz. With the original, what do you call it, with the original ECL 80, we get more cramping at the bottom. It's not so good. With 30PL1 I get more height and I get more control over linearity, so it does actually help to have a 30PL1 in. The other thing, of course, is the focusing could be better on the tube. Now I think that might just be down to the fact that I'm using a magnetic, magnets rather than a focus coil. Tube is designed for a focus coil, but as I say, I'm using the original Bush magnets, so, which probably isn't ideal. One last thing is that's the HT. It's sitting at 90 volts. I increased the beam current right up. It's still 90.1. There you go. It's far too bright. I'll bring it back down. And it goes up 90.2. Yeah, so I mean that does the job. The components on the side running nice and cool, not a huge problem there. Transistor stone cold. The 1K resistor, you'd be lucky if it's much warmer than your finger, to be honest with you. But that's it. I mean that's the set running and working as I want it to, basically. I'll just kill the picture and I'll put the test card back on. There we go. Now I know it says 625 lines, but that's simple reason is because I don't have a decent still for this standard. Now there is a bit of breathing. Now you will see that. Now whether or not that's because I've done away with the Bush's original idea of their their particular line scat, I don't know. It might be. I'm really not too certain about that. The original Bush width control still works as well. I'm fiddling about. There you go. That's the width going in and out with that. No, actually could do with a wee bit more. In fact, to be honest with you, when you've got more width on it, the striations actually tend to disappear a wee bit as well. So that tends to help. Sorry about the jiggling about. I'm not very good with 2 hands. And as I say, the linearity is not wonderful. But what I might do and what I might try is maybe reconnect the original Bush circuitry up, because because I somehow don't think it was there before. Although in saying that, Bush do actually have a resistor on the top end of the reservoir capacitor, which is still connected, so that might be an idea to remove that. Might just be that. Anyway, there you go, that's it. As I say, there's very little else to do to it, and it's unlikely that I'll do another video. Okay, thank you very much everybody, bye.